Thursday, November 12th. Coming up live on The View. They're the hottest topics on television. From Taylor Swift's history-making win at the CMAs and who took digs at Kanye, to Fergie coming out as a bisexual, and the latest celeb who punched out a pushy paparazzi. Plus, Rachael Ray's serving up her all-time favorite dishes and dishing about how her throat surgery helped her drop 2 dress sizes.
Starting to get a few grays.
How do I end frizziness? I want to be va-va-voom, I want some length. What should I do with it?
Then, our audience has an appointment with the pros who tame the tresses of our co-hosts every day when they ask the Emmy-winning stylists of The View crew all of their hairstyle questions. And they got booted off Dancing with the Stars this week, but Aaron Carter and his partner Karina Smirnoff saved the last dance for us. All that, hot topics, and more coming up live on The View.
Life for me. Well, I was thinking of us. No, before we do anything, welcome to The View. I had the most amazing night. I don't talk about my evenings very often, but I went to see Memphis last night.
Oh, heard about that.
Oh, my God, this musical blew me away. These voices, I don't know, Bill has seen it, Bill, our EP. He saw, the voices were extraordinary.
Yeah, what is Memphis about?
Dancing.
Yeah.
These
rock and roll.
kids,
It's about rock and roll.
Yeah. It was just like singers and it was like pow. It was invigorating.
Wow, that's a lot coming from you, Whoop.
It is. I mean,
you're like musical queen.
Because it was, well, I love
Yeah.
a really unusual story. I haven't seen this story before, and they did such a good job. I just was bursting to tell you.
Go see it.
Can I ask you what the story is?
Yes, the story is about, let's condense it, it's about black people and white people and music.
Yeah.
And Sherry, by the way, I believe they've been waiting for you to get there because you know some of the people, and they were just like, could you just like remind Sherry to come see my show?
You're coming.
I know.
So
I
make
will
sure
be
you
there.
do.
I'm going
Question.
next week to see Memphis.
Bill, are they coming here and all? Are we having them here? We are. Oh, we are. Okay, cool.
December.
Nice.
If you get an
Good news.
opportunity to go see this, it is fabulous. The dancing is just, it's just ridiculous. Speaking of great dancing and singing, Fergie from the Black Eyed Peas admits that she's a bisexual in an interview in The Advocate, and says she told her husband, Josh Duhamel, right up front, but adds that she understands it's still cheating, even if it's, with some girls.
Now, so there are two issues here. One is that he's fine with her being bisexual, of course, more interesting to the guys. And then second is, I mean, hey, it's more interesting to the guys. Guys are like, great, like that's fantastic.
She's off with Mary and
That's the second issue. Is it? If it's
well, that's what the question is. I mean, cheating is cheating. It doesn't matter whether you're doing it with a doorknob or,
I think if your
doorknob is off, that's okay.
No, I think it's cheating. If we're gonna go with door, and if we're gonna go, if your mind, if you're married and your mind is on somebody else sexually or doing something with somebody else sexually, that is cheating.
Agreed.
If it's a doorknob,
I cannot accept that.
So fantasizing.
Where do you draw the line?
There's an old joke, I think Henny Young used to tell it, about these people who married a while, they're in bed together, they sort of start going, and then they turn around and go, turn around, and he says to her, what's the matter, couldn't you think of anybody either? So,
That is
you know what I mean?
That is heavy.
I think it's still cheating. Even if you fantasize.
Because, you have to work your mind a little bit.
If you can fantasize and keep it with no face, then it's not. It's like no face.
So headless horseman's okay to fantasize about.
Totally blank
Well,
about
but then is it, so you mean if you can't see it, then that makes it okay? Because what you're saying basically is there's no face, but the face is not really what you're concerning yourself about.
But isn't there a problem if you're trying to picture something or somebody else? Like, at the crux of it, isn't it?
I think at some point in your life, and this may be age, and I don't mean to point to you, Joy.
It's all right.
But I think for us, there are times where, you kind of got to Okay, let's see. Is it going to be, you know, Bobby Darin? Is it going to be Bill De Niro? Robert De Niro? I mean, who is it going to be tonight?
What about, I'm thinking of the person, if it is about age, why not picture the same person maybe years back? I don't know, just a suggestion.
Well, some people do movie stars. I like to do old boyfriends, you know.
Is Steve aware of this?
He is now. I just said.
Well, you know, we talked about that, but what if the person...
He doesn't care as long as he's getting a little. What does he care?
Yeah.
Most men don't care, I don't think.
It's the outcome that is all important.
I think they'd care if it was someone realistic.
They're all dead, my ex-boyfriends, anyway.
When you get a little... I hate to sound patronizing, but I will say to you, when you get a little bit older and you've been in the relationship a little bit longer, and it takes just a little bit more time, you may find yourself thinking of Colin Powell, too.
That's
also Elizabeth.
I do love Colin Powell. Barbara and I are fighting.
You better watch out.
I know, fighting in your fantasy.
I know, we are. But I do think about something else during sex all the time, I will admit. Not getting pregnant again, but that is...
You do? What do you think about?
Constantly.
Cleaning the refrigerator?
No, not getting pregnant again is my focus.
Totally stop any kind of enjoyment that you might have.
Obviously,
I can focus on many things at once.
She can multitask.
I can multitask like the rest of them.
Let me talk about multitasking because this one really sort of knocked me for a loop. Last night, Larry King repeatedly asked Carrie Prejean questions about why she was willing to settle her lawsuit against the Miss California organization. Ugh. And what happened? Well, let me show you what happened.
So what you're saying is, in mediation, it was discussed why you were mediating.
Larry, it's completely confidential, and you're being inappropriate.
Okay.
Okay? So
all right.
You're being
Inappropriate King Live continues.
Yes.
Detroit, hello.
Hi, I'm calling from Detroit.
Yes.
I'm a gay man, and I love pageants. I'm sure that you, Carrie, have got, great gay friends that helped you possibly win. What would you give them as advice if they wanted to get married?
Did you hear the question, Carrie? Did she hear the question? Is she leaving? Because I asked what motivated the settlement.
Excuse me?
Did you hear the question?
No, I can't hear you.
You took the mic off, and you put the mic on, we can hear you.
Yeah, I think that you are being extremely inappropriate right now, and I'm about to leave your show.
Bye. First of all, Larry's in another city. How inappropriate could he be? Really.
That was like a bad date. That was like the worst.
I think this is she's being attacked from a lot of sides and maybe being more defensive. I don't know. When they're bringing up this tape that she didn't put out herself, so everybody's asking her about this tape that she did, which is quite embarrassing.
She wrote a book. She plugged it about 100 times. You write a book, and what you put in the book is all bets are off.
But I don't think she didn't put that tape in the book.
Where the bets are off, and I think we have to kind of separate some things here. Number one, there's a lawsuit. And I think that in most cases, if someone comes on a show and they're talking about things that may involve a lawsuit, if it's asked or understood that things are confidential because it happened in mediation or discovery, then that's respected. And maybe she's just looking for people to not ask 4 times about something that she probably in a pre-interview explained that was completely confidential and she wasn't able to discuss. But I think talk to Larry. Larry's harmless. Have a conversation.
What he said was, why did you settle? You settled the lawsuit. He didn't ask what the settlement was. He just wanted to know why did you settle it. That would not be illegal to do that.
Well, you don't know what her counsel is telling her. That's the other thing.
She would, by law, you're absolutely right. There are some things you can't discuss with the case, but the case has been settled. Sure. So he was full within his rights when you go on a Larry King kind of show. But and hold on, you can say, you know what, Larry, I really don't want to talk about that and move on. But to sort of get into you are being completely inappropriate seemed a little bit of overkill.
I wanted to also clarify when she said you're being inappropriate. If you go further on, she said, my publicist already talked to your people and said I was not supposed to take phone calls.
You don't embarrass the man like that. What you do is you say, it's not something I can talk about right now. And if he asks again, you say, I'm really not going to talk about it.
She wasn't supposed to take phone calls.
But that phone call was, I'm gay and I want to trap you. If a question came through, I love you and Sarah Palin more than life itself, she would have taken the call.
No, wait a minute, Joy, hang on. hang on. That call, if you notice, if we go back on tape, that call, she had no idea who was on that call before the caller started talking to her. Let's be fair.
But she seems to be able to hear Larry when she says, "I can't hear you."
Being fair.
You can hear a voice coming from there. You can hear it. It's just far away.
All I'm asking is be fair to her. Be fair.
Well, but you know what? She's also got to be fair. You know, she's also got to be fair. And, you know, we had her on the show. We asked legitimate questions, and maybe they were not the most comfortable, but she was a little bitchy, I have to say. Yeah. She was, and we didn't start out like this. Nobody started out like this, so I'm a little cranky at heart.
I think there's a way to do it, and Sherry, I think
she'll get mad at you now for saying that.
I don't even care. Let her get mad at me.
I think that, you know, Sherry, you kind of hit it. She did. I mean, look, I think that if you come here, you have to be willing to have a conversation and not, you know, be on attack at all. I think what she's experiencing is a little of a backlash that maybe is unwarranted in some ways, and she is fighting for her life at this point. And I think that if we're going to make comments, they should be ones that are
as respectful. She's fighting for her life?
I'm saying people are attacking her in every single way on a personal level.
She's the one who put herself out there. She didn't have to write the book.
No, she didn't have to write the book.
That's what happens. I'm telling you, when you write a book, that's what happens.
They're asking her about this tape.
Maybe in the settlement, maybe she agreed to not discuss terms of settlement or why it was settled. We don't know what those legal clarifications
She could go into hiding. Nobody would care. They say, "Oh, that pretty girl. What happened to her?" Nobody would care.
Who wants you to say what happened to her?
I don't hate her. I hate hypocrisy.
Gorgeous girl. Can we talk about a really gorgeous girl right now?
I don't hate her, Elizabeth. Don't say that.
Okay,
I have nothing to do with hate.
Yes,
I don't have a relationship with her, so I don't hate her.
But then why not defend
Taylor Swift right now? I'm going to talk about Taylor Swift because that's a fly little girl. That's a fly little girl.
She is.
That is a fly little girl. And we're sending her congratulations.
Yes,
because she won 4 awards at the CMAs last night, and she made history. Did you know this? She made history as the youngest artist to win Entertainer of the Year. And she also had a little fun with her run-in with Kanye West at the MTV Awards. Take a look.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be Kanye. Let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Cowboys have manners, they don't interrupt.
And I want to thank every single person in this room tonight for not running up on the stage during the speech. Thank you.
It's sweet. Now, it's kind of fantastic. Because Joy was just saying, was Kanye there? And I said, no. And then we had shared that look that we have sometimes. But I will tell you who was there. Remember Darius Rucker? He was here with us. Well, let me tell you something. Darius Rucker won last night for being the best new artist and became the second black artist to win a CMA award.
Oh, that's so great. The first one was Charles.
Yeah. So, you know, it goes about every 30, 40 years. we get black country western singers, but they're out there. I've heard them, and I know that there's going to be more. Listen, we're going to go and come back with more Hot Topics.
I thought it went great. I mean, I'm in love with each and every one of those ladies, so it's a good experience being out there.
Mike Tyson was arrested yesterday for punching out a member of the paparazzi when he was at the airport with his wife and 10-month-old son. Now, my question is...
Did he hurt him?
Well, you know, he said he did. He said, oh, he hit me. Well, you know, you really probably don't want to get up in his face when he's got his family and the baby with him.
Or when he's Mike Tyson, because didn't you hear about the ear? I mean, didn't we all hear about that?
No, don't put that on him. Mike Tyson was in the ring when that ear incident happened. He doesn't go around just biting people on the ear.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you know.
Wait a second. That's not allowed in the ring to bite the guy's ear.
Yeah, but in the ring, you get a certain amount of emotion going. What? Okay, I don't want, you know, just Mike Tyson doesn't come out and just... Serena was on... We got on Serena being on the court.
I can't believe you're defending that.
No, I'm saying we got on Serena when she
would never do that.
He was in the ring. Don't put that out there.
He was walking in the airport with his family.
It's Mike Tyson. Don't mess with him. How about that?
Don't get in this. You know when you get in Mike Tyson, you know who Mike Tyson is.
That's my point.
You know when you get in Mike Tyson's face with the camera what you might get. And he's got a 10-month-old son, and the man just lost his daughter. She was killed. So he's going through. So you know.
Well, so that's my question.
That's my point.
Who does that? You know, are people just getting dumber by the day? I mean, when did you wake up in the morning, photographer, and say, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna find Mike Tyson. I'm gonna take his picture.
Well, you can say
hey,
that.
Maggie.
But that's what they do. And I think they get so competitive because now,
I'm gonna do a Carrie Prejean and leave this room.
We're being really inappropriate.
No, I want everyone to hear me.
I think the paparazzi people, they're competing with each other for that next big story.
Yeah.
Because we're such a fast food society.
Well, they're trying to do their job. I don't think there's any excuse for hitting someone, frankly. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, there are excuses for hitting
They're in your face like this all the time, and they won't move. Come on.
Don't blame the victim of the attack.
To protect you.
I'm sorry, wait. They're both victims. You know, just because someone...
not the same as getting hit in the face.
That is BS, my darling.
I would say this. I would draw the line here. If this were, let's take it off Mike Tyson. If this were a woman and she was carrying a 10-month-old baby and some man with the camera came up in her face and that woman hit the person with the camera to protect their child, we'd say, good for you.
Yeah, but you're talking, now you made my point, because one is bigger than the other. In a woman's case, it's smaller. The guy you're talking about a heavyweight champion hitting a guy with a camera.
Excuse me, was Alec Baldwin wrong? Remember when Alec Baldwin came home with Kim Basinger with his daughter Ireland? She was a newborn, and there was a photographer who got in Kim Basinger's face, and the baby almost fell out of her arms. And Alec Baldwin,
what did he do?
He's a photographer.
How
he was
hard?
defending. It doesn't matter how hard.
It doesn't matter.
He was defending his family.
Trying to hurt your child.
Let's move on.
Hard
You know
enough
what?
so you don't come back in my face.
If you don't want to get hit, stay out of people's faces. That's what I say. I don't care what job you have. You don't want to get hit, stay out of people's faces. Because I will, you know, now, what now? There are, I don't know. Elizabeth.
Yes. Oh,
It's you.
Yeah, we need something fun right now, so I've got it. Trio, I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a new line of building toys for kids as young as 3 years old from Fisher-Price, and each set includes pieces that click together and actually stay together, which is very cool. So they don't come apart when kids play, which is so frustrating when that happens. So these don't, and the pieces are the perfect size for preschoolers, and thanks to Fisher-Price, you are all going home with the set.
So no one can... Okay. And we will be right back with Rachael Ray.
We have hair questions. Having a really bad hair day today.
Should I cut my hair? How's my hair?
I'm Brian. I'm here with Rosa. Me, Rosa, and Levette are going to be telling you how to work with your own hair at home.
Name for serving up lip-smacking meals with down-to-earth charm and humor, and her latest, Rachael Ray's Book of 10, is stuffed full of everything from simple dinners to holiday feasts. Would you please welcome our really good friend, Rachael Ray?
Hey, girl, gorgeous. You look good.
Oh, you look beautiful.
I look good.
Oh, my gosh.
We're already tasting everything.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about how beautiful you look, but I want to talk about this book. Now we have all this delicious food in front of us,
Yeah, they're already in it.
but they're taken from your latest cookbook, which is called The Book of 10.
You know what this is?
This
is like a compilation disc. If you have a favorite band or whatever, you go out, you get the disc. It's a little bit of all their different records. This is the easiest book I ever wrote because I already wrote it.
You had already wrote
It's a bunch of compilations, lists of 10.
Yes.
Audience favorites, my husband's favorites, meals under $10, favorite burgers. Yes, your kids will eat
I
it.
need this book.
So it's 300 recipes that aren't new, but they're top 10 lists.
Right.
Now,
It's fantastic.
what list is this food from?
Well, the chicken. Two of these are my husband's favorites because that one's pasta boiled in wine. It's a Tuscan pasta.
Okay.
It's boiled in wine.
Boiled in wine. This one
Drunken
is
pasta.
Montalcino chicken with figs. That's from our wedding. These are some of John's favorites.
Rachel, you know, I need
I
you
wasn't
because...
sure if this was Montalcino or not.
since I had this baby. It's been 3 months. I haven't cooked a thing, so this is going to help me.
Yeah, they're all super easy, and they're basically all the recipes that people like the most and write in the most about.
What's it?
That's a bacon burger, bacon bit burger, little bits of bacon running through the burger.
Oh, in the burger, not on the burger.
And smoked Gouda on it.
Your husband likes this one?
My husband, well, he likes whatever I
These
give
are
him
his
for
favorites
supper
right
because he
here.
wants to come back the next day and eat some
someone
more.
told me that, I know you love doggies.
I love my doggies.
But that you ate dog food. Now,
Okay, yes. Well, sort of. We have a line of food called nutrition. All of the food is made to human standard.
Right.
So everybody at the plant, they're very proud of the fact that it's very easy to read all the ingredients.
Right.
It's very good, high-quality food. So they all try the kibble at the plant. So it would be rude not to join the kibble club. I've tried the kibble, yes.
Good.
It's very good, and that's why I have a shiny coat.
Okay, Rachel.
John knows how to make me bark, baby.
Oh, baby. I have got to ask you if you can stand up and let the audience see. You were down 2 dress sizes. You look gorgeous, girl.
Stand up straight. You look thinner.
Stand up straight. Look at you. Now, Rachel, how have you done this? You look, you're around all this food all the time.
They had to cut my throat. I had throat surgery this summer.
You couldn't talk for
I
like
had
2
to
weeks.
shut up.
What'd you have,
3
polyps?
weeks. No, I had a little cyst on one of my vocal cords. I had to have surgery. I couldn't speak for 3 weeks. So I started scribbling on these notebooks, and I filled notebook after notebook, like 6 in the first 2 days. And I'm like, nobody cares to read all this. I'm chasing them around the house trying to get... I'm like, wow, I must talk way too much because I'm writing way too much. And I started running. And I've been mugged twice, and I said I would never run again unless I was chased by a gun.
Okay.
But I took it up out of like frustration, and then I fell in love with it.
When were you mugged?
Oh God, when I was a kid, when I was in my early 20s, I worked at Macy's, and then worked uptown at Agaton Valentina. I was mugged, and then mugged again by the same kid.
The same person?
I maced him, and he didn't like that, and he came back to beat me up.
Oh my God.
Just to express his anger. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, because you're doing something that I think is just exquisite. You are revamping the school lunches.
Yeah, well, we have our
you.
Yummo.
Thank you.
Well, Mayor Bloomberg in New York City does an amazing job. They're really leading the country in trying to get kids great nutrition while they're at school. It's the only level playing ground to get kids to lower the obesity rates and the child diabetes rates. Your only shot at getting everybody on a level playing field is in the school system.
True.
And, you know, our Yummo organization, we work to feed hungry children, and we work to educate families as to how to get more nutritious, value-oriented food into their kids. So what we're doing in the New York City school system is we're trying to make good food sound cool. So we introduce, like, chicken tacos and black bean tacos for the vegetarian kids. And, you know, we're trying to give them foods and introduce them into the school food menus that sound like they're bad for them. They're little fake out foods.
You're really good at that, I think. Even with all your products, you have fun names. I like that.
Thank you.
A lot of the school systems, I know that kids are so into this candy. So, like, your food, is it, you know, fruits and vegetables in there as well?
Well, most of the New York City school system, they don't have candy in the vending machines and all that. And, you know, our Yummo program, we actually have a scholarship program, and if the school hits certain criteria, they don't have sugary drinks in their vending machines, they don't carry candy on the premises. If they hit a certain criteria, the school can earn half as much of the scholarship money back. If a child gets a $5,000 scholarship, we'll give the school $2,500 to do whatever they want if they're doing right in their lunchrooms.
Right.
So we're literally bribing people to do the right thing.
Let me tell you something. As a mom, bribing totally works. Thanksgiving's around the corner, and I couldn't have you here without asking, A, what's it like in your house? And big tips.
This Thanksgiving, the thing we're thankful for the most is that actually our show family did something extraordinary. You know, the national unemployment rate has gone up to 10%. There's this one town in Ohio that's over 15%. 10,000 people lost their jobs all in the same day. The entire town was just hit. So we put up a job fair. We threw a Thanksgiving dinner for 2,000 people. We revamped the soup kitchen. We made sure it would be stocked with food for a solid year. That was our big Thanksgiving focus. So I am so sick of our Thanksgiving dinner because we just cooked it for 2,000 people. And every year we make the exact same thing at my house, apple, celery, and onion stuffing.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I was going to call my mom later and talk to her about it, if we could just make a lasagna or something.
That's good.
Because, I love the Brussels sprouts and the stuffing that we make, but we're Everybody,
yeah. You're over it.
Lasagna's good on Thanksgiving. I grew up with that.
Yeah, no.
I know.
I'm so done.
Don't.
And lasagna. Thanksgiving lasagna. Who's not thankful for lasagna?
I know.
Rachel, we love you so much. We're always so glad when you come over and feed us. Everybody in our audience is taking home a copy of Rachael Ray's new book, and we're going to be right back.
Award-winning stylists make sure that our hair is perfect before we walk out here every morning, and today they are going to work for our audience and answer their questions too. Please welcome the View Crew hair team, Bryant Renfro, Livette Slater, and Rosa Amoedo. Okay. We could not exist without all of you, and they work super fast to get us out here in 1 hour. They get us all done.
Right.
Bryant, you have been working with Barbara for 26 years, over 26 years.
26 years.
And so you've been working on her. She looks fantastic every day, and you decided to take some questions from our audience. Check it out.
I'm in my early 30s and I'm starting to get a few grays. I'm wondering how I can cover those without actually changing my natural hair color yet.
How do I end frizziness? Because I find even with the blow dryer and all the various products I've tried using that for some reason I can't get a control of it.
So, common questions, color. Do you pluck the grays and whites out? What's your opinion on
you
color?
don't pluck them. There's 4 different kinds of color. You have to decide what kind of commitment it is that you want to make.
Okay.
There is a temporary color that washes out with each shampoo. There's a semi-permanent color that lasts for 4 to 6 shampoos. There's a demi-permanent color that will last like 12 shampoos. And then there's permanent hair color. Permanent hair color is the one to cover all of the gray. It will also lighten hair. None of the others will lighten hair. But you just got to decide what kind of commitment it's going to be. In the beginning, I think she should start with the temporary hair color. But just know, it's not going to get any better once the gray starts. Because I started with 1 hair, too.
I love your hair. I love your hair, Brian. Okay, what about frizz?
Frizz, that's a big problem. There's 2 things that cause frizz. One is friction, and the other is humidity. Friction. We can't do anything about the humidity, but friction starts when you get out of the shower. Or actually, before you get out, you need to rinse your hair with cool water after you've shampooed it. And then when you towel it dry, don't scrub it to towel it dry. Let the towel absorb the moisture, and then comb it always with a comb, never a brush. The biggest problem a lot of times is people overcondition, but that's not the question. She asked about a blow dryer specifically. I'm going to show you a new dryer that's called Smart Heat that people can overblow their hair sometimes. This has 5 settings from coarse to very fine to even synthetic. All you do is you push one button, you push a button.
This is like a girl's best friend.
This really is. You push one button and it gives you the right temperature and the right airflow.
For your hair type.
For your hair type.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great for traveling.
What about the product to put in your hair for frizz, though?
You know what? It's very specific because if you've got coarse hair, you don't want to use the same product for frizz that you have for fine hair. It won't work. It's too heavy.
Where does everyone find this fancy hair dryer?
You can check our website and you'll be able to find this. Smart Heat.
Okay, Smart Heat. Got it. All righty. Smart Heat. Got it. And now, Livette. Livette does my hair, Sherry's hair, and Whoopi's hair every day before the show. Livette Slater. Now, we actually had an audience member that had some questions for you as well. Take a look.
I'm a 6th grade teacher. I've been wearing my hair like this forever. I want to add some color. I want to be ba-ba-boom. I want some length. What should I do with it?
Okay, so now, Livette, you and I have had a lot of conversations. You actually say that black women have fragile hair.
Yes,
can they
the most fragile.
The most fragile, okay.
Yes.
So can you color and lengthen at the same time?
Yes, you can color and lengthen at the same time, but Deborah has chemically straightened hair.
Okay.
So adding color, permanent color, it might really damage it.
So what do you
That's
do?
why I added only highlights. I would only recommend putting highlights in African-American hair.
So don't do that permanent color that Bryant was talking about
earlier.
earlier.
A full color, I wouldn't.
Especially if you've already gone through a relaxing process.
Right.
What is gray?
Well, demi-color.
Demi-color and then maybe a couple highlights. Let's check out Deborah one more time. You look good.
So I added length to her
hair. Okay. Wow. Okay. So you added some length.
I added length. And the key thing with adding length.
Yeah.
The key thing with adding length. The key thing with adding length is less is more. Never put a lot of hair in never put a lot of hair in.
Okay.
Because it might look fake, it might look weavy, and as you can see, she doesn't look weavy.
No, she looks gorgeous. Deborah, you like it?
Yes, very much.
Man, you look good. Good job, Livette.
You recognize yourself in the before picture?
You know what I love about that? I like the lighter highlights that you were talking about.
Front. I just wanted to give her a little pop in the front.
It does. It really does. It's like an accessory. Congratulations. Good work, Livette.
Thanks.
Now, Rosa, you are so great. I love you. You do Joy's hair every morning, which, you know, is a lot of work, right? You've got to straighten it. Joy's got like...
She has to blow it.
Yep.
And then iron it.
Yes. And then get it right where it is. And so we had an audience question for you as well. Take a look.
I've had the same hairdo for over 30 years, and I got to do something with it. You could do anything you want. Chop it, it needs it, it's thinning. I just want to be a new me. Hooray for me.
All right, Rosa, what did you do for Carol?
Yeah, Carol, she worried so much about the length of her hair. And
Yeah.
She said it was thinning, and when I look at it, it wasn't thinning at all.
Oh, it wasn't thinning?
No. The problem, she hasn't cut her hair for so many years.
Just weighted it down?
Weighted it down, the hair, yes. So
Okay,
she
so-
really need a cut.
Oh, so that is, some people may think that it's thinning when it's not. You just may need a cut to sort of lift it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see Carol now. So you went through, you cut through, oh my gosh!
I cut 15 inches of her hair.
You cut, I mean, that is remarkable. You look gorgeous. How many inches did you cut off?
15 inches of her
15
hair.
inches?
Yes.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
I put long layers in her hair, too.
Wow.
She cuts my hair. Rosa trims my hair like every 2 weeks. So just a little tiny bit makes a big difference if you want to get this fly me to the moon look.
Every 2 weeks, so that's a big commitment. But how often should women cut their hair, would you say?
I think every 2 months, at least every 2 months.
Every 2
trim
months,
the
a
hair.
half an inch a month.
Okay.
Yes.
Half
Some
an inch a
people.
month.
Right?
And she
Yeah,
looks
half an inch,
gorgeous. She
inch,
looks
you're right.
fresh. She looks wonderful.
You look you love it?
I love it.
Would you ever grow it that long again?
No.
You look very, very
You
pretty,
do.
both of you.
You do. It's a remarkable look. You look fantastic. Thank you, Brian. You know, okay, so we're getting all these questions. Again, I hear online that everybody's writing and wondering where they can get the hairdryer.
Well,
you can check our
everyone in the
website.
audience is going to get one to go home with.
Wow. You're going to look fancy. Thanks, Brian. And everyone will love it. Hey, when we come back, Dancing with the Stars, Aaron Carter and Karina Smirnoff are going to be with us. Thank you. We love you guys so much. We'll be right back.
Super Tease time again. Here are the producers. Friday, huge day. Whoopi's birthday. Dana.
One of her favorite authors, Stephen King, is coming by to tell you about his new book. It's 1,000 pages of horror.
Jamie.
And Dr. Gadget's here with Whoopi's favorite things, the biggest giveaway we've ever given our audience.
Jonathan.
And to help celebrate Whoopi's birthday, we have Kool and the Gang, one of her favorite groups of all time.
Rachel.
For Whoopi's birthday cake, we had to bring in the big guns. The Ace of Cake stuffed golden made something special just for Whoopi.
No contestant in Dancing with the Stars history had more of a roller coaster ride than Aaron Carter. His ride may be over, but he's showing off his moves one more time. Right here to perform the quick step. Please welcome Aaron Carter and Karina Smirnoff.
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right. It's time to raise the curtain on the Muppet Show tonight. And now let's get things started. Why don't you get things started? It's time to get things started. Most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, Muppetational. This is what we call the Muppet Show.
Come on, y'all! Get over here! Don't! Oh! You guys, that was so lovely! That was beautiful.
That was our favorite.
It was your favorite.
That was our favorite by far.
I'm just sorry that you went. Oh, my goodness. But I just want to say one thing to you, Aaron. Lynn Goodman did something that he's never done before. No judge has ever done before with you when you had to leave. Let's take a look.
I think the dedication that you have shown week after week is absolutely fantastic. I think you're an inspiration to all young people that anything is possible. And if you were my son, I would be so proud of you. But more important, you be proud of yourself because you've been great. Well done.
Yeah, cue to cry.
We were really good. We were strong, and then Len spoke, and we're like...
For Lynn to say that if you were his son, he'd be proud of you, how did that make you feel?
Honestly, I'm going to be honest, it was amazing to hear that, especially after, I mean, all of the work
really
that we put in together. I mean, I can't just say... I can't just say that I did this by myself. Look, she's next to me.
I know, you
and
got a
she's
great
giving
partner.
it just as much as me, and I'm trying to give just as much as her every time.
And you did that. You know, I want to say, because the judges, a lot of the criticism at first was that you were a bit erratic when you would dance.
Yeah.
But you've grown so much, Aaron, and you've changed. Now, where do you go from here?
Well, I mean, going from that erratic part, I mean, you know, you have to grow. And it was a while since I've been back performing again, so I had to grow a little bit. But the good thing is I get to do my music. You know,
you got a CD coming out?
Yeah, well, my new single is out with Flo Rida.
All right.
So,
Today it's out with Flo Rida. And now,
iTunes.
Karina, you've had a lot of different partners. It seems like you and Aaron have a lot of chemistry. Now, what's different between all the other partners that you had and Aaron? You guys look good together.
We just clicked right away. We have chemistry, and we get along, and we definitely have our ups and downs.
Yeah.
We had fights like an old married couple.
Yeah, no, we definitely had a...
Is she a hard taskmaster, Karina?
Oh, I mean, all right, I'm going to be honest.
It's okay.
Karina is definitely one of the toughest teachers I've ever done anything with in my life, and I'm so thankful for that. I really am, because there were so many different things I learned every day. They might have been small things, but you know what? The little things do add up.
And one other, I'm sorry. And you know what? One other thing I want to ask you. I heard that you're getting some kind of proclamation from the mayor of Los Angeles, Aaron.
Yes, I got a proclamation from the mayor of Los Angeles. There's a picture right there.
Congratulations. Well, we just congratulate you, and we're so sorry to see you go, but we're looking forward to the new CD, which is out today with Flo Rida. And Dancing with the Stars airs Monday and Tuesday nights right here on ABC. We'll be right back. Karina and Aaron.
Hey, I never want to blow my own horn, but tomorrow is my big birthday show. Okay, have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy The View.